I'm Kevin. I'm the director for the Center for Student Orgs and Activities. Wanted to connect with you about your sign here. Campus policy doesn't permit any state signs larger than a certain size on campus, according to our building and grounds policy. So unfortunately, we have to have you remove the sign.
I'm not going to do that. This is my freedom of speech. Your policy violates the Constitution. You can call the police. I'm not going to remove it.
I just wanted to make you aware of, what
That's fine. I'm not going to remove it. This is freedom of speech. It's covered by freedom of speech. And if you take me to court, if you have the police come out, I'll take you to court. I'll sue you. Because this is freedom of speech.
I'm just making sure
that's fine.
You're aware and asking you.
That's fine. And not only that, not only are you trampling my First Amendment right, but you're coming against the gospel of Jesus Christ. So you should be very, very
I'm just
warning.
Policy
this is the gospel. This is the gospel of Jesus Christ. Your policy opposes the gospel, and your policy opposes the First Amendment. You have no legal grounds to do anything. There were police out here earlier today. They did nothing. They did nothing to tell me I had to remove this sign. This is covered by the Constitution. My permit is the Constitution of the United States. It's the public university. You have no right to tell me to get rid of my sign.
Okay,
well, I'm going to now ignore you.
Okay, well, then I'm going to say that.
I don't think you're legally allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's called the First Amendment.
Well, I don't think
it's called the First Amendment.
Applies when there's rules in a
rules cannot trump the Constitution.
No.
In a public place. Now, if it was a private university,
do you stop at stop signs, or do you just go through them?
That doesn't violate the Constitution.
No, that's.
How does a stop sign violate the Constitution? What's that?
Did UCSD kick you out?
No, I was there 3 days. Actually, I had a great time there.
You did?
Yeah, the students were very civil, very polite. Yeah, I had a great time at UCSD. Great time there. Hi.
What's your first name?
Daniel.
Daniel, how you doing?
Good, I'm doing very well, thank you.
You know I'm here because I got a complaint
right.
about everything, which is perfectly fine with your freedom of speech. You can do that, but we do have like some rules. And as far as like rules, as far as disrupting a class, because some of these buildings are class buildings and you're being allowed.
Is there a better place to stand?
Honestly, closer to Campus Green over here. That's the big.
Where would that be?
On the other side of this building.
Okay.
But
you want me to move over there?
Not on this building, but like it's a bunch of seating area over there. It's Campus Green. That should be perfectly fine, but if anybody like complains, we always have to come back.
I don't want to disrupt classes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
When I go to college campuses, I try to go to the student union because usually when I go to the student union,
where you see the most people.
That's where you see the most people, and that's where I usually am not disrupting classes. So I don't want to disrupt classes.
Yeah.
So if I'm disrupting classes, I'll move. I just need to know where to go.
Yeah, it's just classes in administration building. And then also I think there's a rule, which I'm just being informed about this. I don't think you can have your sign on a stick.
Yeah, he told me that, but I believe that that's violating my constitutional rights to freedom of speech.
But if it's a weapon, then
it's not a weapon.
It can be used as weapons.
I understand.
Anything can be used as a weapon.
I understand, but I mean, unless you're threatening to arrest me or to trespass me off.
It's a trespass right now.
If you're threatening to trespass me off the property, I mean, obviously I want to continue to preach. So if that's the threat, if I continue to hold my sign, I'll get rid of my sign or I'll roll up my sign. But I'd like to continue to be able to use my sign. I think it's part of my freedom.
Can you use it without the stick?
I can hold it, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe try that without the stick. Put the stick somewhere else, like maybe in your car or something. So then you're just holding it, and so it's.
So for right now, can I put the stick just like behind me? Because if I go to my car, I'm going to lose my crowd and everything.
Let me see.
I mean, I'll be happy not to bring the stick tomorrow.
Okay.
But for today, I'll be happy to I'll collapse the stick. I'll put it behind me so that no one can I'll put it with my stuff, and then I'll just hold the sign.
Gotcha. But then also, like, I understand you can preach all you want, but it's just the loudness of the preaching. That's what's the disturbance of the classes.
Okay.
But if you can, on the other side of the
So if I let's say I walk through this building.
Yeah.
I'm going to see a green space.
Well, we call it Campus Green, but it's
on the other side of the building.
Yes, sir.
And I can go there.
Yeah. It's
okay.
To the right.
I mean,
you see the buses, and then you see like a bunch of seats.
Okay. Can I ask you another question?
Yes, sir.
There's a library on this campus. What if I went in front of the library? Would that be disturbing?
The library's in the middle of campus.
So that would disturb?
Yes, sir.
So this Campus Green, is it technically on the campus?
Actually, no.
So that means I can't be on the campus and preach? I mean,
it's just you can't be disruptive.
There's got to be a place on campus where I can preach where I'm not disturbing classes.
Like we have people come stand all the time with all their beliefs and all their freedom of speech, but they're not preaching out loud as you are.
So where do the preachers go? I'm sure there's been open air preachers here before.
Yeah, but just not disturbing class. Let me find out, because like I said, I'm waiting on.
Can I ask these gentlemen here?
Yeah, I can ask Mr. Kevin and see. I'll ask.
Yeah,
Mr. Kevin and see.
ask them and see. Say where would the typical open air preacher? Because I know there's been other open air preachers here before.
Yes, sir.
Where would the typical open air preacher go?
Okay.
And I'll go there.
I'll find out. But that you're working on the sign for me then?
I will. I'll collapse the pole.
Yes, sir.
If they'll allow me just to hold it with me for right now, I'll collapse the pole, or I'll even give it to you and then get it from you when I'm done. But
yes, sir.
I'll collapse the pole for today. Okay. I won't bring it back tomorrow. I'll hold my sign.
Yes, sir.
And I'll go and just ask where a preacher. Well, ask where the open air preachers go to.
Yes, sir.
That's where I'd like to.
I'll find out.
All right.
Years before on campus?
My first time.
Okay. Where do you normally hang out at?
Well, I travel all across the nation, but I've never been to this particular university. In previous years, when I've traveled through San Diego, I go to UCSD. I spent the last 3 days there.
Okay.
Had no problems there with my sign or pole or being in the student union.
You probably know I just got here. But
okay.
Pretty much I can tell you what the issue would probably be if you were causing a disturbance and the sound was traveling into the classroom.
Yeah, that's what I was told. So I'm just trying to find out, because she was mentioning someplace off campus, but I'm trying to find out where on campus
So I think she might have mentioned Campus Green. It's not off campus.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's still part of our campus.
Does it still get a good amount of traffic?
Do you know the MTS bus center? You might have passed it on the way here.
I parked at the South Plaza parking garage.
Oh, that's right here.
Okay, yeah. So you probably crossed it. So that park area, that's all campus. On the other side of this building here is still all campus. The issue with it being close to finals and everything like that,
right?
If the sound were to travel into the classrooms, that's what
I don't want to disturb classes.
So I talked to Mr. Kevin. He explained a little bit more. He said pretty much any space that's open is free to be, but it's just a matter of how loud you get. So if it's a normal conversation like this, he said that's perfectly fine because you're not disrupting.
But with preaching, where could I go?
Oh, then right now no, because as long as you're not in vicinity of any building. So
if you were at Campus Green, there's no classrooms.
Yeah,
well, he said Campus Green is part of the campus.
Oh, see.
So
it's technically it's on campus.
Yeah.
It still belongs.
And there's
to
still
us.
traffic there. I mean, there's still students.
They pass through it a lot.
Because you have the
okay, I'll go to Campus Green. I'll go to Campus Green.
Yes,
that's fine.
But yeah, it's just
now on Campus Green. Can I have my pole or no?
No, it's still on campus.
Yeah, it's still on.
Okay. All right. I'll go to Campus Green.
So since you parked in South Campus Plaza, do you want to take your pole back there, or you want to hold to it? And you come pick it up from.
I guess I can. If I'm going. So you're saying the Campus Green's right next to that parking garage?
Yes, sir.
I guess I'll just put this back in my car.
Trees, green space, everything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it back in my car and then I'll come back out to the Campus Green.
You get all the foot traffic that comes on the campus, off the campus. So.
Okay.
And people get
all right. Yeah, this is my first time here, so I didn't know. I just, like I was telling her, I when I go to a campus I've never been to before, I try to find either the library or the student union. Usually when I go to either one of those spots, I never have any problems. I definitely do not want to disturb classes, so I will go there. Thank you.
He also told me about a spot, since you mentioned the library, on the other side of this is a building. It's an area called Hefner Hall. It's kind of like at the end of the
I know where that
walkway.
is. Okay.
He said normally a lot of people will stand there, but it's just for out loud. You can talk like a regular conversation.
Oh, but you can't preach.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll go to Campus Green.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
What was your name, sir?
Daniel.
Daniel. Nice to meet you.
You too. Nice to meet you guys. Thank you. All right. I'll go to the Campus Green.
And you can walk through this over right here.
Thank you. All right, well, hopefully there'll be traffic over there. It's getting a crowd there. It's kind of ridiculous, all these rules. But I definitely don't want to disturb classes, that's for sure. I guess they're talking about this over here. There's not nearly as much traffic over here. That's the bummer. Well, I guess there kind of is. Boy, this makes me want to just go back to UCSD.
When's the last time you murmured? Not murdered, murmured.
Years. I live holy. I don't sin. No.
You haven't.
No, sir. I wouldn't do any of these things because I love God.
I said murmur, not murder. I said murmur.
I know. I don't murmur.
You don't murmur?
No.
You're not.
You mean you murmur?
Oh, I did today. And
then you're not a Christian. You're not a Christian.
Oh, somebody.
You need to get born again.
Okay. All right.
Is this the campus green? Excuse me. Do you know what's referred to as the campus green?
No, I have no idea.
No idea. Okay. I guess this is it right here. But I mean, there's some people out here, but it's not nearly the amount of traffic. All right, let's go put this pole up and then I'll come back out here to preach. It's so ridiculous, though, that I have to get rid of my pole. Guess what? God looks at murmuring, complaining just as badly as he looks at murder.
We didn't necessarily get the folks that were to.
All right, round 2. San Diego State University. I'm really getting sick and tired of this whole, I can't have my pole on campus. Praise God, he's blessed me with such a loud voice. I guess all those years taking theater in high school paid off. Learning how to use my diaphragm. I don't think there's nearly as much traffic over here, but let's see how it goes.